Previously on Beyond Us. 10 seconds are up. I'll see you around, Renee. I said shut it down! Destroy the subject! I wasn't sure if you'd remember me or not. How could I forget? Burn! I'll never forget how you and your twin ruined my life not only once, but twice. What on earth? Why are you three on the floor? Did she do this? Renee Wolf has telepathy. Mind control? Nice. Got two of us with it and pinned Charlotte to the wall with her bare hands. Impressive. I mean, oh no, that's bad. What happened to you? She made me punch myself in the jaw. Everyone get out of this room. I'm locking it on the way out. And someone please get ice for the twins. How did I end up like this? And then you guys walked in. Two things. One, I cannot believe Renee absolutely owned you. I mean, squaring off with Cleveland's strongest psycho patient who happens to have the arms of a goddess? That's one dumb move. But two, I'm impressed you did that for Charlotte. You say you don't care about her, but throwing yourself to the big bad Renee Wolf says otherwise. Psychic, that's a one-time thing. Okay. Well, needless to say, I'm very impressed by your bravery. Here, let me see it. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. Becky, there you are. Still nothing from Renee's room. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Then let me tell you it's a good thing. When she used her telepathy against me, I sure felt it. Not just the pain, but the power of her abilities as well. Quite strong. However, by the time you walked in, her abilities felt very weak, like they had been all used up. That's why she fainted. Yes, and now we know for sure that interrupting her experiment in Psycho weakened her abilities. I'm glad that she won't be able to hurt any of us, but there's still a much bigger problem here. We're keeping a kid in this house against her will, for starters. Besides the moral issue, if the police find out she's practically a hostage, what will this mean for Anya and I? This will be public and Psycho will realize who we are. Should I call her parents? Renee's parents? They're in Philly, so the drive shouldn't be too bad, but I don't know how they'd handle it. It seems the Renee we know now is very different from who she was. The alternative is setting her free and she'll probably just go back to Psycho. If that happens, who knows if they'll still want her because she's weak. Well, lately my house has been a dangerous blend of Cohens, a psychic that moved into town a month ago, and two rogue psychics. I wasn't sure if the Cohens are Hayden at first either, but Becky, you have to have faith in Anya and, in extension, her friends. They have stuck with each other through everything. For goodness sakes, Anya practically brought together Renee's rescue squad. I understand your hesitation, but what does your clairvoyance tell you? That there are many possibilities ahead for them, both good and bad. Great, then let's go chat with Renee. Perhaps the rest will fall into place. Hello, Renee Wolf. Feeling less bloodthirsty today? I am one of the strongest Psycho has ever seen. Do you forget what I did to you last time, or would you like a reminder? My dear, you can barely hold yourself up. Now, we're not here to roast you, but to give you an ultimatum. I may not be able to completely control your minds now, but I can still hear your brain chatter. Now, why would I bargain with two spineless non-psychics and a bunch of off-brand weak psychics? Hold on. One of your abilities is decent. Which one is it? Louisa, how'd you get out of Psycho? This is shocking. You didn't tell me that. I didn't think it mattered. In our search to find out about Psycho and Renee, this whole time you didn't think to mention you knew Renee? So you were in the same faction together and you knew she was there? It was 3 years ago. I knew there was a reason you were always so quiet and so distant from us. Especially when we were putting together who Psycho is. You knew everything, but didn't say a word. My relationship with Psycho is complicated. Then why don't you go wait in the hall to figure it out? I'm entertained to see a breach in trust here, but why are you all here again? Because we can tell you don't have the energy to stand up, and my mom and I are prepared to offer you something in exchange for information. If you answer all our questions, we can give you the energy you need to do whatever, okay? Cool. First question, how did Psycho kidnap you 4 years ago? I wasn't kidnapped. I chose to be a patient. My old life was mundane, boring parties with self-centered people. One day I was walking home when a woman told me how I could change my life forever, be more than what I could even dream of. She gave me a folder of the basic info and the contract I agreed to sign. I hid it in my room but forgot to bring the folder on the day of which they took me, which happened to be the twins' boring birthday party. I found it. We thought it was a clue to you. I didn't want to be found. The Cleveland faction is my new, real home. But what about when I contact you through a reading? How are you alive and dead? I can't get into specifics much, but a lot of what made me psychic was being hooked up to their machines. Like they uploaded the software, but I'm the one who opened it. Sometimes my conscious was in my head, other times it was in the machines. Psycho gave me the tools to start as normal and become a powerful and feared psychic. If you like Psycho so much, then why'd you beg me to come and help you? That was a part of my brain that was weak. I can control that now. What's Psycho doing now? What's their latest project? Wouldn't you all like to know? I would die for Psycho to keep their secrets. Bribe me with something else and maybe, just maybe, I'll give you a hint. Bring Simon here. Simon? Her estranged brother in New York City. At least that's where he was 5 years ago. He's 18, so who knows what he's doing. Can you get a hold of him? Well, Connor still has his number. They were best friends when he was younger. I don't know if he'll still talk to me, but I'll try. Hey, can I borrow some clothes again? I'd rather not be reminded of my time there, and somehow I ended up in and out of Psycho twice. Terrifying, yet so worth it to escape twice. Yeah, sure. Is this Simon? It's Connor Cohen. Wait, just listen. I'm not calling for me, okay? I'm calling for your sister. Well, she's alive. That's a long story and I definitely can't get into it right now over the phone, but you need to come to Coatesville. Renee's orders. You're still in New York, right? Hello? Simon? No, your parents don't know. Okay. 6 hours, I'll text you the address. But... Hey, what'd he say? He can be here in 6 hours. That's cool. They fit great. I am so glad to be wearing green again. Really, anything except white and gray. Green really suits you. Oh, and we're having spaghetti tacos tonight. I know how much you liked my mom's cooking last time. About that. Remember our deal? I help you break into Psycho if you protect me. I mean, I'm grateful for everything you've done for me, especially you and Connor, but I can't stay in hiding forever. We got Renee, and now it's time for me to really get out into the world. Oh. I just don't want to, put you all in danger by me staying here, you know? There needs to be psychics like you guys who are free of Psycho. Plus, I have to make up for 9 years of missed experience. I think I'd like to go to Boston. For starters, there's no faction there. Plus, I've always loved being near the sea. What would you do there? I don't know. Start small and inconspicuous, like washing dishes somewhere. Get an apartment, a bird, a phone, maybe a GF somewhere along the way. Go to college, picking up a couple jobs to help pay for it. I hear colleges there have good vet programs. All in all, just put Psycho behind me. It sounds like you've been thinking about this for a while. Can I pack you any clothes, food? What about money? You're gonna need that for the— No, I can get by. Believe me. I learned to pickpocket when I was younger, believe it or not. Not what I'm most proud of, but once I start my adventure, I'm sure I'll find plenty of things to be proud of. Let's see. You did so much for us. Where would y'all be without me? You have done so much more for me by being my friend. You know I'll write to you soon. And you'll hear from me soon. I really should get going before it gets dark. Connor! I will be going. Oh yeah. Deal's done, I guess. Yes. I'll hug you now. Rolling! Thanks for befriending me, however briefly. Your bravery is admirable, and I hope to apply it to my own life very soon. Yeah, thanks. You too. One last thing. You know I'm an empath, right? You should stop holding whatever you got going on here back. Sometimes you just gotta do things. Charlotte, wait. Louisa? If you had told us the truth right away, I would have never been almost mugged in the middle of the night, grazed by a bullet, and locked up in Psycho. I didn't mean to put you through all that. But you chose to anyway. I thought we were friends, and I told you things I haven't told anyone else. I've been reliving the horrible choice I made of letting Renee walk away over and over, and maybe if you cared about me as much as you say you do, you would have told me she's somewhat okay. But this whole time you had a different agenda. If you had just told us things, this would be very different. What's your angle? Psycho's secret agent? I bet you mysteriously moving to town and befriending Anya was all set up too, right? Because you're still working for Psycho? Is that it? Go on. Say I'm wrong. Okay. Hey, Anya, there you are. Anya? I thought I was just called Psychic. Well, for now. Anyway, Hayden made me realize something. Ooh. Well, oh boy, I wish Hayden were here. 'Cause they're an empath? No, maybe. Well, I'm glad my no feelings past 11 p.m. rule doesn't apply yet here. Can I hold on a sec? If anyone knocks the door, I really should tell my mom. Just hold that thought, okay? I don't feel Hayden's psychic presence anymore. It appears they honored their deal of leaving once this was all over. It doesn't feel like it's over. In fact, it feels like we just begun the race. Maybe that's how it should be. Becky, you and your daughter are so different, yet so headstrong. I know you like to look out for your own, but the tides have changed. There's many kids in this house right now in need of help. Not only here, but all around the country as well. What can we do? We have a girl who was one of Psycho's strongest. If she can get on our side, we have massive leverage over them. We take them down from the inside. It's time for psychics to stop hiding and start fighting back against Psycho. Hey, Mom, there's someone at the door. I don't know who. I'll get it. Stay here.